Let's get ready using everything I got from the Sephora sale. Let me know, did you guys shop the sale this past April? I'm hoping to have this video up by the end of April, but we'll see. This is the second time that I'm filming this video. Hopefully it comes out better than the first time. First time was a hot mess. If you guys saw in the community tab, I posted when I was editing the video, but I was not liking the way it was coming out, so we're doing it over. So the first thing I picked up, well, not the first thing I picked up, but the first thing I got here to try is the Ciele Prime and Protect SPF 30. I've used this once before when I filmed it the first time, and I loved the way it looked and the way it paired with the Tint and Protect. Spoiler, I repurchased this Tint and Protect because, well, we'll get into it when we get to that. But this is, sorry, you can hear my dog. My dog is being nosy out the window. This is very beautiful, very lightweight. Very, very lightweight. The texture is nice and smooth, very creamy. That's what it looks like here. My only thing with this, I mean, not with the formula itself, I think it's beautiful, performs beautiful. The one time I tried it, my only thing is I wish they would have made the Prime and Protect SPF 50 instead of SPF 30 to get that higher SPF dosage in there, you know? Because the Tint and Protect, they made it SPF 50. I think it would have made more sense for the primer to have SPF 50 because you can use it just as SPF or as SPF and primer, you know? So it is a little dewy, but granted, I just put it on. So it's always gonna show nice and dewy when you put something on your skin. This kind of dewy glow isn't heavy, like it's not prominent like other SPFs that are glowy. This is not like that. This is so nice, very lightweight and perfect for the warmer temperatures that are coming. I think a lot of people are gonna love this. Even if you have oily skin, I'm gonna say you might love this because it's very lightweight. Like it's hydrating enough for dry skin, but not super heavy that I don't think oily skin people might not love it. I could be wrong. Let me know if you've tried it, if you have oily skin, what are your thoughts on this product? But I think it's a beautiful SPF that will suit anyone and everyone. So before we start the base, let's go in with brows. And I picked up the Merit Brow Gel in the shade dark brown, I believe. Yeah, dark brown. And I've been loving this. So when I first got my order, I was excited to try this first. It's been a while since I used a tinted brow gel. I've been using mostly clear and filling it in with a brow pencil. But man, this is so nice on days where you just want to be quick with your makeup. You don't want to spend too much time, maybe you're in a rush or something. Whatever the reason, this just makes it so easy. It fills it in nicely. But what I noticed and what I really love about this is I have thick hair, and this, not only does it provide decent color payoff, but it gives nice hold. And what I like about it is even though it gives nice hold, I'm not getting that crunchy, stiff brow feeling that you would from other brow products. You know what I'm talking about. They make your brows crispy. Not this. It feels flexible, but my brows stay in place all day, which is like surprising. Because usually if I apply brow gel by midday or so, maybe even the next hour, depending on the formula, my brows will still continue to go out of whack and do whatever they want to do, you know? But with this, I've noticed, and I've worn this many times already, they constantly stay in place. They do not budge, and it's just an easy product to work with. And you don't want to go press in heavy with it though. That's one thing I'll warn against, because then you get like too much of that pigment payoff. You want to work light with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids. For the shadow that I'm going to be using, I don't really need to prime, but at this point it's so habitual for me to do so that I'm just going to do it anyway. And I'm actually running out of my eyeshadow primer. It's the Rare Beauty one. You guys, I love this eyeshadow primer. I didn't purchase another one because I'm trying to work through a lot of makeup that I have already, and that's why I'm surprised that I shopped the sale the way that I did. And I'm surprised I got, well, I don't want to say so many products, but you know, a decent amount, because I'm really trying to be conscious, more aware of what I have in my collection and making it work and using what I can, you know. Okay, so we got the lids primed and we're gonna get ready to go in with shadow. You guys, when I say I'm in love with these shadows. I am in love with these shadows. I got 3. Sip of water first. So for the eyeshadows, I got the Giorgio Armani liquid eye tints, and I got 3 of them. Like I said, I started off with 1 and loved it so much. I said, wait, I need 2 more. So the first one here is 22M. I think they call this one Cashew. It doesn't say the names on the bottom of the packaging, but it says the number. So this is 22M. This is my go-to daily. Whenever I do my makeup or I want to look a little put together, this shadow just gives me life. It's a beautiful neutral. I'm gonna use 1 brush for the shadows, and you guys are gonna see these they're so easy. So for this one, I like to just apply it the way you see, like all over the lid, just like that, and then take a brush and work it. Smoke it out a bit. And I like to work one eye at a time because they can dry down pretty quick. Not too quick where you don't have enough time to blend, but you know, you don't want to risk it either. So they dry down to a beautiful matte finish and they won't budge. And like I said, I have dry eyelids, dry skin. So an eyeshadow primer is not necessary, but it's habitual for me. So if you're someone who also has dry eyelids and you don't like putting primer, you won't need it with these. They work beautiful with or without. When you do your makeup, do you notice anything about your features? So one thing I've been noticing with my eyes is my right eye is a lot smaller than my left eye. So it's hard for me to like always get it to look even. Sorry for my dirty mirror, guys. I try to clean the back of this and like it doesn't want to come off. Nothing works. This is it. That's 22M. I could stop here, put some liner and be good for the day. I love these liquid eye tints. So the next shade I'm gonna grab is 36M. She's a bit darker than 22M, actually very much darker. If you have a deeper skin tone than I do, as an everyday kind of color, this might be more suitable, where if you're my skin tone or lighter, the 22M is perfect. But all of these are great. Like, I love them so much. So sometimes what I'll do with this shade is I'll use it as liner. I'll put some on the back of my hand, grab a brush and just use it as liner. But today we're gonna apply this one all over the lid. We're not gonna take it up and out like I did with 22. We're just gonna apply it on the lid. Let me tell you, I did this look for church yesterday. I got so many compliments on my makeup. So I wanna focus this shade just on the lid. Okay, so that's 36M. I'm gonna do the same to the other eye. Okay, so now that both eyes are done, we're gonna use that third shade, but I have another little eyeshadow thing that I wanna show you guys. I did pick up the Patrick Ta duos. Here it is. And the duos that I got is Talk to My Team. This duo was speaking to me the most, so I got this one. It has a beautiful shift of like pink and such on the bottom one. The bottom one is the one that really shines the most. So I'm gonna use my finger and grab the bottom of the duo. And let me show you first how beautiful it is. This is it right here. Hopefully you can see just how stunning it is. It is a really stunning eyeshadow. So I'm gonna start from the center and then work my way in. So this is why I like starting with the eyes first, because I used those and there's a bit of fallout. Some of the glitter is like on my lashes. So now I'm gonna take the top of the duo. I'm gonna take it on another finger so you guys can see. Very stunning. And I'm just gonna tap this on the center, just for some dimension, some more dimension. For now, we're done with the eyes. Now let's get into the base. I repurchased the Ciele Tint and Protect. If you guys remember last year, exactly a year, I got the Tint and Protect. This was when I first tried almost everything from Ciele, and the shade I got was wrong. I got shade 3 thinking I had gotten shade 4, and it was too light. So I wanted to repurchase it. Don't worry, shade 3 is in good hands to see. And I have to say, I've given it a try already. It's a much better shade match, a really good shade match. So I've been loving this. Like I said, I wore this yesterday for church. So many compliments. So I'm gonna grab a brush. And you guys know I don't like putting anything directly on my face. I think it's a waste of product. So I like to work in light layers with my makeup. So I put some of the Tint and Protect on my makeup palette that I have below me, and I'm just dabbing my brush and dabbing any excess to get a good even distribution of it onto my skin. You can also like put it on the palm of your hand or the back of your hand and do it that way, whatever works for you. But I like doing it on the makeup palette because I wash my hands so much, they feel so dry. Do you guys see? Like, it's a perfect shade match. I'm not gonna get too into detail of my thoughts on this because, like I said, I did this last year, this product. It does give a nice light medium coverage. You can build it up to medium. So I keep dabbing my brush into the product that I have out on my makeup palette, and I'm just building up where I kind of want a little more coverage and dabbing as I go. Like right here, I have a blemish, which was from, well, I don't want to say it was from a product I was trying. So I got the new Hydro Grip tint. Well, is it considered new still? I got it when it was first released along with the brush, and I'm not sure if that's what caused me to have this breakout. I do have a short on it that it's on my Instagram if you guys want to check it out. I give my thoughts and opinions on that. So this is what we're looking like. She's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm so glad I repurchased it in the shade match. And I think the fact that I repurchased it to get a good shade should tell you about the product. I really liked it. I really do like it. I think it applies beautiful. It's a beautiful skin tint. Like I said, I got complimented. Many people who I've seen who review this as well have also said that they've been complimented as well. I think that speaks to the product and the formulation. And I think it pairs so perfect with the Prime and Protect. The only downside, and I said this before about the Tint and Protect, is the packaging. I do not like the packaging because it's a dropper. I wish it was a squeeze bottle or a pump dispenser, but the dropper just, I don't like it. I don't like it, and it's cumbersome to travel with. Will I take this with me when I go on vacation? I'm not sure, because I do love it, but I'm not sure if I love it enough to deal with the hassle of it. I picked up the new Rare Beauty bronzer, liquid contour / bronzer, depending on the tone you get, because I've seen that they range from like cool to warm tone. So I think the shade I got Solace is a little more warm, so on me it looks like a bronzer, but it still gives that beautiful definition that you would expect from contour. Really nice. And as always, I love the packaging of Rare Beauty, very thought out nicely. So I'm gonna put this, I don't like applying it because you can go heavy with this. It's easy to go overboard, but I think that's true for many of the Rare Beauty products. They're very pigmented and a little easy to go overboard with them. So I'm gonna take this and just put some on my makeup palette. You guys, one of the best purchases that's very inexpensive that you can get for yourself if you like to apply makeup on the back of your hand, but your hands are too dry or something, is a little makeup palette. They are very inexpensive. I think I got mine for like $5 or something on Amazon. I'll link it if you're interested. It's so good, and I've been getting so much use out of it. So I've been enjoying applying this with the BK109. And again, just grabbing some, working it into the brush. It's a nice way to also prime the brush with your product so that you're not, again, overdoing it. So I'm gonna start right here on the center of my forehead and just work it through. Like I said, I had very little on the brush. I worked it through, and look how much it picked up, and I'm able to apply it very nicely, very smooth, and again, beautiful definition. Again, I'm sorry if I keep looking at my viewfinder. I'm just so paranoid. Like, you guys have no idea how many times I recorded many videos and had to stop, couldn't continue recording or anything because the battery would just die. I need to pick up extra batteries. That's what I need to do. I love this because I feel like it's giving me a good amount of warmth, especially now that the weather's finally getting warmer where I'm at in the Northeast. Like, we're finally getting good warm temperatures. So I'm just dabbing it on. I like to dab my products because I don't want to disturb any base underneath it, you know? When I apply my powders, that's when I'll like blend it in, really. Question for you guys. When you do your makeup, do you feel like one side of your face comes out better than the other? Because I feel like that's what I struggle with, okay? But I also feel like this side of my face, well, I don't I don't know if this is like an actual thing or not, but I feel like it eats up makeup. If I apply blush or bronzer here, I feel like I have to go a little heavier because especially this area here, like right around here, it will be gone. I don't know why. Don't know what's the deal with it. Let me know if you guys experience something similar to that. So grabbing a little more on the 109, I'm gonna go ahead and use it on my nose, and I'm just using the edge of the bristles, and I'm taking very minimal product to just get definition. Look at how bronzed I look right now. Like, wow, love that product. And again, a little goes a long way. I feel that's true for many of Rare Beauty products. So I didn't pick up a new blush, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Ciele. You guys know how much I love this blush. It's the shade Kirsty. This is the only thing that I would like directly apply onto my skin because it's just that easy to work with. Again, just dabbing it in. Look at how, again, this blush is just easy to work with. Another thing I did not pick up was a new concealer. So I'm just gonna use my Natasha Denona, get that done really quick. I have the Ciele concealer, but it's hidden, it's in my drawer right now. I forgot to take it. Yeah, I forgot to take it out. So I'm just gonna use the Natasha Denona. I love this one as well. It was actually one of my recommended concealers. I did a Instagram reel on Sephora recommendations before the sale had started, and this was one of the products that I recommended because it's a very beautiful and easy to work with concealer. Okay, so I powdered off camera because I don't know if you can hear, but the garbage truck is here picking up garbage. I powdered using the Kosas, and then I went in with the Huda Beauty powder. I picked up the new Tower 28 blush. This is the Get Set blush, and it's supposed to be blurring. I've been using this. I love it. It's beautiful. The shade I got is Long Beach Iced Tea. I'm going to use the same brush that I used for the liquid. Just be careful picking this up on your brush because there is a lot of kickback. And look at how pretty, and it's like perfect with that liquid blush beneath it. The combination of it is just perfection. Like I said, I like to go a bit heavier on this side because I just feel like this side of my face soaks up everything. And taking what's left and just going over the bridge of my nose. I like doing this during the warmer months. So that's the blush. We're done with that. Very pretty. I like it. I do have to say, if you were hesitant to get the blushes from Tower 28 because you looked at the swatches and they looked absolutely atrocious, because they did, I did not like the swatches. It did not do it justice. The product itself is very, very beautiful. Like I said, it gets a lot of kickback. It's a powder. I'm not gonna say it's gonna look very powdery. It doesn't. When it gets into the skin, it looks so beautiful, and you do get that blurring effect. But yeah, it's very pretty, very pigmented. Should we finish off the eye? Let's finish off the eyes. I'm gonna use, I picked up the Sephora 12-hour colorful eyeliner, and this is waterproof in the shade Tiramisu. It's a beautiful deep brown, very, I would say, comparable and similar to the Makeup by Mario one. Is it Mario or Mario? And more affordable. I'm just lightly going over the edge. So I went over lightly the edge on like the outer corner of my eye, and now I'm gonna do the waterline. Let's see if I can get this done right. So I don't know if I included any footage of the eyeliner or not because I had to get like really close and try and do my best with it. But yeah, I really like it on the waterline and like top here. I guess it depends on how much your eyes water. On days where my eyes aren't too bad, this can last a very long time. But yesterday when I had this on, I noticed several hours, I want to say it was around maybe 5-6 hours later, it was already like worn off on the waterline. But again, my eyes were watering a lot, so maybe that's why. Just something to be aware of. It says 12-hour waterproof, and didn't really notice it lasting yesterday, but there have been days where it has lasted, so it's iffy. There's one more thing I want to do with the eyes. Like I said, I picked up 3 of the Giorgio Armani shades. We're gonna make the eyes look crazy today. It's okay, we're just playing with makeup and having fun. I'm gonna take a brush like this. It's like kind of flat, and I could use a smaller brush actually, but it's fine. I'm gonna take, this is the other shade I got. This is 12S, and it's a shimmer shade. So what I'm gonna do is, again, apply it on my makeup palette. Actually, no. I'm gonna take the doe foot applicator. Take my brush and just grab what's on the applicator, really saturating both sides of the brush with it. And I'm going to use this on the inner corner. It gave a nice, beautiful pop of inner brightness there. So next, let's go in with the mascara. The mascara I picked up, I have been loving so much. Very surprised. I did not expect to love this product, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like certain things from this brand can get overhyped because of who's behind it. Certain things are good and worth it, and then certain things I'm like, why was this hyped? This is not worth it at all. But so far, my experience with this mascara has been nothing but good. Beautiful. I'm gonna curl my lashes. It doesn't claim to be curling. It gives volume and length is what they say. This is something I recently started doing, like curling my lashes, and man, what a game changer it's been. It makes such a difference. The lashes have been curled. The mascara that we are talking about is the Makeup by Mario Master Mascara. It's a very wet formula, which usually I don't like wet formulas because I have long, thick lashes. I don't like wet formulas. But what I'll do is I'll take some and just wipe some off, especially at the tip here. And this is what the wand looks like. And then I just go in from the root, work it up and twist. Like twist the... I need to get a lash comb. That's what I need to get. So this is one coat on one eye. Nothing here. The only thing, like I said, it's a wet formula. So the lashes are kind of clumping together, which is why I said I need to get like a lash comb. And this is true for like really any mascara. I feel like getting a lash comb is a nice investment, and they're very inexpensive as well. So now I'm gonna go in with the second coat. I'm sorry I keep looking there. I'm praying the battery doesn't die. So this is it with 2 coats. I usually will only do 1 to 2 coats of mascara on my lashes. Like I said, I have pretty long, pretty thick mascara lashes. So if a mascara is really good, 1 to 2 coats is really all I need. And I think this is just beautiful. I haven't noticed, I've worn this a few times already. I haven't noticed any smudging or any flakiness with this mascara, which is why I'm like really impressed with it. Here it is with 2 coats. I want you guys to see. He did good with this mascara. So I went ahead and lined my lips off camera, and I'm going to use the next product, which is also by Makeup by Mario, his lip plumping gloss. And this is where I say some of his products are worth it and some of them are not. Battery's dying. Very pretty before my battery dies very quick. Very pretty. It does leave a bit of that tingling feeling because it's a plumping gloss, so you will feel it. If that's something you're sensitive to and don't like, I would not recommend this. I'm gonna come back and review everything that I got and show you guys what I got, give some final thoughts. I'm gonna put my battery to charge. This is the final look with the mascara and everything else. It's beautiful. I'm very happy with my purchase. I think I did good this time. Sometimes you get things and you're like, even doing a sale, why did I spend that money? You know? So what I was afraid of happened and my battery died. Don't worry, as soon as it died, I went on Amazon and ordered more batteries to avoid this from continuing. I have no idea where I left off, but I know I was done with the makeup. So let's do a quick overview of everything and get some final thoughts and opinions on stuff. Starting with the Ciele Prime and Protect. Like I said, I'm really liking this. I love the consistency of it. It's very lightweight, it's very thin. I think, yeah, this is a zinc oxide SPF, so it's not going to leave a white cast or anything. It blends beautifully into the skin. Like I said, I think even if you have oily skin, you might really like this. And if you've tried this with if you have oily skin, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below, because I have dry skin and it's beautiful. It's lightweight, but it's not too lightweight, if that makes sense, you know? Like, I'm getting the hydration and moisturization that my skin needs. It's not drying out by end of day or something where I feel like I need to add a little something extra. You know what I mean? This is beautiful, and I can't wait to keep using it and wearing it. The only thing, and I think I said this in the beginning, is I wish it was SPF 50 instead of SPF 30. I'm kind of confused why they made this 30 and made the Tint and Protect 50, because you would need more tint to get the SPF 50, where this is nice to wear just as a regular SPF and get that full SPF coverage, you know, that full protection of SPF with this. It's very easy to achieve with this versus the tint. So I don't know, but let me know your thoughts down below. Next is the Tint and Protect. I'm not gonna go too much into this because I have a whole other video on it you guys may have seen, but I love this. I love it. I'm so glad that I did purchase it in my right shade. I don't do that often. Even if it's a drugstore foundation, if it's too light, too dark, undertone is off, I'll find a way to make it work, but I won't go out of my way to get the right shade match. I will just stick with what I have. But for some reason, not exactly sure what it was, for some reason, I felt like I had to give this another try in my right shade match, and I'm so happy that I did. People have said they've gotten complimented on their skin. I've gotten complimented. It is true. There's just something beautiful about this. Next is the Rare Beauty bronzer. I really like this. I love how bronzed my skin looks when I wear this. I think it's the perfect shade match for my skin tone. Again, I got Solace. It's beautiful. The longevity of it seems to be there as well. Again, like with many Rare Beauty products, you want to go in light. You want to start light and build from there, especially with this, because I feel like many, if not all, of Rare Beauty products are so heavily pigmented, which can be a good thing, but can also be a bad thing, especially depending on your level with makeup. So I would start light with this, put it on a makeup palette, put it on the back of your hand, work it into the brush, prime your brush with it first, and then go onto your skin, because it's easy to build up, but it's so hard to take away. The Giorgio Armani eye tints, they are so easy to use. If you feel you're bad with makeup, eye makeup specifically, because the eyes can be challenging. Like I'm still challenged with my eye makeup. But these are just, they're beautiful, they're easy, they're quick, one and done. I mean, you just plop it on, blend it, boom, you look good. You look like a pro did your makeup. I mean, they are just easy to work with. The formula is great. They do dry down pretty quickly, but not too quick where you don't have enough time to work it. So it's best if you go in one eye at a time versus putting it on both eyes and then quickly blending it, trying to hurry to get an even blend on both eyes, you know? The Patrick Ta Major Dimensions eyeshadow duals, I think they're very beautiful. I love it. Am I happy to have it in my collection? Yes. But can I sit here and say you guys definitely need these? No, because there are a lot of shimmers that come in shadows, and I'm pretty sure you can find something similar to what's in one of these duals in one of your eyeshadow palettes. So if you already have an eyeshadow palette that gives off something similar to this, you don't need it. Just being honest here, guys. So the Sephora 12-hour waterproof eyeliner pencil. Whoop. Okay, I like this, but is it waterproof and long lasting like they say? I'm gonna go in a little close so that you guys can see. If you saw what my eyes were looking like before, this is what they're looking like now, and it's only been maybe 2 hours since my camera died and I did my makeup. So this is what it's looking like. So hopefully you can see, but again, my eyes, they water a lot, but you can see that some of it, majority of it, has already worn off. I like it though. I like it. I just wish that it really did last good on the waterline. But also my mom uses these. She loves these pencils and they last better on her than they do on me. So I don't know what the deal is, but yeah. Tower 28 blush. I have not touched up my blush. Again, I'm saying it like it's been a long day, but I did go out for a walk and so it's only been 2 hours. It's beautiful. I'm glad I got it. It's very mattifying, so you're not gonna get that nice like glow or anything that you would that some powders can give. This one is very mattifying. It is blurring. I love when I put this on. And Tower 28, they're relatively well affordable even at Sephora. I really like this blush. I love the shade, but again, if you're going just off of the swatches, I would not recommend that, because at least in my opinion, I feel like the swatches that they showed online did not do any of these blushes justice. I feel like they could have done better. I really like the packaging too. It's not heavy. It's very easy if you want to throw this in your bag and travel with it. The brow gel from Merit. My brows are still intact. This is the brow, especially my left one, where the hairs will just fall down, but like everything is still looking good. Everything is still in place. It doesn't have that crunchy feel. Like, they still feel like if I want to move it, I can. I love this brow gel. I really want to try more from Merit. I want to do like a one brand review of Merit, so maybe that'll be my next one brand review. You guys let me know what you want to see, what you want to see next. The Makeup by Mario mascara. I'm loving this. It's been almost a week since I've been fully testing it out. Great length, great volume, no smudging. You guys can see there's no smudging, no flakes, nothing. So far, this is a big winner for me. The only thing, like I said, it is a very wet formula. I did order a lash comb. Okay, while my battery died, I realized I needed some things and I did some orders. But I love that this, it just gives a nice, almost natural, but almost dramatic look, if that makes sense. Depending how you build it up, you can get some nice drama with it, but you can also have like a nice natural look with it as well. Last of what we've tried on camera is the Makeup by Mario Lip Plumping Gloss. So my favorite lip plumper from Sephora is the Lawless one. I absolutely love those. Like, those are my go-to. This, like I said, it can leave a bit of that tingly feeling, so if you're sensitive to that, avoid this. It gives a beautiful sheer color. I did reapply my lips because I had eaten and, you know, it got worn off. It doesn't last too long. It's a gloss at the end of the day, so it's not gonna last too long. The color is beautiful. I think I got strawberry glow. It's very beautiful. That's what it looks like. But what I don't like, I'm gonna tell you, and why I'm like is that you can twist it up, but you can't twist it down. If you twist it up too much on accident or something and you apply some on and you put the cap, like the cap might hit the product if you overdid it with your twist up. Do you know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I don't like it. I also don't like how this gets. Do you see, like, it looks like some product, maybe when I was applying it or something, got on the tube of it. I also don't like that. Besides that, I like how it performs, but is it the best lip plumping gloss I've tried? No. It's nice, but that's it. It's nice. Okay, so let's get into some other purchases that I got from the Sephora sale. I don't have it in front of me, I forgot to grab it, but I did pick up the Merit Travel perfume. I like the smell. It smells, I'm not very good with describing notes or any kind of scent, but when I spray it, these are the words that come to mind: classy and elegant, and I love that. I was taken back to Park Avenue in New York City. Very, like I said, classy scent. My issue though, okay, I've tried it once. I'm gonna keep trying it and see, but it doesn't seem to last long. For me, I want something that's gonna last. However, since I got the travel size, I can just pop it in my bag and reapply. But I like the scent. I just have to wear it a few more times to really know if it's something I would repurchase, if I would get the full size or not. And I'll let you guys know in a future updated video. Another purchase, another scent that I got, this one isn't for me, it's actually from my mom. She got the Valentino, I forgot which one is this one, but I'll pop it up on the screen as well. I'll like have it listed below which is the correct one, the name of this one, but it's this one here in like the darker pink bottle. This smells so good. I actually take it from her. It smells so good. Again, I'm not good with describing scents, but this, if the Merit is classy and elegant, this is fun and playful. There we go, fun and playful. That's how I would describe this one compared to the Merit one. And it smells stronger, like not too strong, but it smells stronger than the Merit is what I'm trying to say. So if you're comparing the two, this one has more of a stronger scent and longer lasting scent than the Merit, at least from what I'm noticing so far. I also got the Beauty Project Mineral Sun Glow, and this is SPF 43 PA+++. I really enjoy this. This one is actually my mom's. I got her this one because I got the Ciele one for me, but I am purchasing one for myself because I love the way this looks and applies. It gives more of a glowy finish than the Ciele one. The Ciele one, you guys can see how my skin is looking now. It's a little more subdued. This one, the glow lasts longer than the Ciele. It's definitely more hydrating. So I don't think if you have oily skin, you may not like this one as much, maybe, but definitely for dry skin, this one is beautiful. If you're going to compare it to something like, say, the Supergoop Glow Screen, this one is less glowier than that. So if you want the glowiest of glows, the Glow Screen is the one to go for. If you want something in between, this one is good. If you want something more subtle, I would say the Ciele is the perfect match for that. So I got the Beauty Project retinol remix. They use a vegan retinol peptides and tranexamic acid. Yes, it says to visibly improve wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, and uneven texture. I'm very excited to give this a try. I haven't used it yet because I want to do an experiment of just using this, but I want to get a good moisturizer to pair along with this in case I start to experience any dryness. I picked up the Kosas Resistance Leave-In Heat Protectant. If you saw my Dyson comparison video, you know how much I love this. If you have dry hair, you will notice a difference when you use this. This makes your hair so shiny, smooth, and it looks so sleek, no matter the styler you choose to go in with. I know stylers like to make these claims and stuff, and it's fine, but it all depends on how you prep your hair. Just like your makeup, it all depends on how you're prepping your skin. You can't just depend on the tool. This is a great base for dry hair. The Amika Super Fruit Star Lightweight Hair Styling Oil. So I want to give this a try. I think it's supposed to be even like a heat, but yeah, prior to heat styling, apply 1 or 2 pumps on damp or dry hair. I use oil on my hair before going in with a heat styler, but I don't let that be my only heat protectant. I will go in, like I said, with the OGX, the EVA-NYC, the Moroccan oil that you guys have seen me use and talk about before, or like the Kosas leave-in treatment. So, but let's try a little bit of this out because I have some frizz going on. It says to smooth and shine to your finished style, apply 1 to 2 pumps throughout dry hair, focusing on the ends. I'm gonna do 2 pumps. The scent is so subtle. Very nice though. It's a very light scent, not anything heavy. So if you like heavily scented things on your hair, maybe this isn't for you. It feels nice. It feels very lightweight. I have thick hair. I love that there's no heavy residue of the oil on my hands. What do you guys think? Do you think it added anything? Do you notice a difference? I think it helped tamed some of the this area here of my hair. I noticed some, like, it can get kind of frizzy a lot, and it's just mainly this area. I don't know why. It did do a nice job at taming that down. So I like that. I feel like it added a bit of shine. I'll keep messing with it and playing around with it and trying it out different ways and let you guys know if you have similar hair type to mine, if it's worth it or not. So that is everything I got from the Sephora VIB sale this past April. I do want to apologize for the lack of content. That was definitely not my intention. Life has just been very busy, very on the go, filled with blessings for sure, but also I've been going through a lot of pain on my right shoulder and thumb here. So like the pain will start here and travel all the way up to my shoulder, or start on my shoulder and travel all the way down to like this part here. So I don't know if it's carpal tunnel or what. I haven't seen a doctor yet. So I'm trying to do things to help minimize the pain. But when it comes to creating content, when I'm editing, it definitely increases the pain so much that sometimes I am debilitated from doing any kind of computer work or really anything that would have me using my hand in a very demanding way, you know. That's another reason why content has been slow. I've just been dealing with a lot of pain on my right side, so I am very sorry. I am trying to pick things up though. I love creating content for you guys. I just love creating content, period. I love it. Thank you so much for being here, for sticking around, and for watching this video. It truly means the world to me that you took time out of your day to just watch this video. Any kind of content, anything you want to see, let me know down below. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have an amazing and blessed day wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.